Hey guys, this is Spartacus here, and welcome to another video. And I just have to apologize for you guys. I have not uploaded a video in 2 weeks, which is just absolutely terrible. Man, I really wanted to upload a video in like those 2 weeks, but I couldn't. It just did not fit into my schedule. My schedule has been so freaking busy, you guys. I just recently got a job, and that job has been killing me lately. I did have Thanksgiving off, but I couldn't make a video during that time because, of course, it is Thanksgiving. It's a holiday, but I have to travel to another state in order to actually see family and have Thanksgiving with them. And then the morning of the next day, which of course was Black Friday, I had to go back home, which is to like another state, right? And then I had to start work again. And ever since Black Friday, I had to work 6 days in a row. And yeah, I just been super busy, you guys. Not so much schoolwork. I mean, schoolwork really hasn't been too bad this quarter. I mean, I'll be completely honest with you guys. This is probably the easiest quarter of my entire college life. So, man, my fingers crossed for next quarter, right? But yes, I've been super busy, you guys. I have to apologize for that right now. But anyway, let's get right into this video, guys. And I want to compare two weapons here in Call of Duty World War II. And I'm going to be comparing the Type 100 and the Waffe 28. And you guys are probably thinking, well, why are you comparing the Type 100 and Waffe 28? What about the MP40 or the PPSH that everybody uses or something like that? Well, the reason why I want to compare the Type 100 and the Waffe 28 in this game is because both these guns look really similar, right? So, I mean, if you look them in the main menu, if you like use them in game, they both look the same. Like the magazine clip or whatever you want to call it is like sticking out the side of the gun, and both the guns are like that, you know? I mean, both the weapon models are just basically look very, very similar. I mean, yes, there are definitely a lot of differences in like the weapon styles, but they definitely looked similar for submachine guns, right? So anyway, let's go talk about the Type 100 here. We're going to go over its stats that we see here in game. I'm not going to go over like the very, very fancy stats like the whole RPMs and stuff like that, but I'm actually going to go over the kind of stats that it gives us in game when we look in our created class main menus and stuff like that. So anyway, let's go through the Type 100 here. The damage is 5, which is pretty average for a submachine gun in my personal opinion. The range is 7, which is pretty good for a submachine gun in all honesty. I mean, the Type 100 can definitely kill people at longer ranges compared to other submachine guns is what I've noticed anyway. So yes, that is pretty legit that the range should be 7 out of 10. Remember, these numbers are out of 10, so keep that in mind. And then the accuracy is 7 again, right? This is also 7. And the accuracy, you know what? The Type 100, it doesn't have perfect accuracy, but it's not a laser beam, right? It's not a laser beam type weapon. It does have recoil with the gun, but it's like really manageable, I should say. You know, I think the recoil on the Type 100 is very manageable. You don't really need like a foregrip on the gun if you want to do very well. But I mean, if you're someone who can't really handle like recoil that well, then maybe a foregrip will help. And then the fire rate is 6, which of course kind of ties in with the whole accuracy in the weapon. If it had a high fire rate, then the accuracy would be a lot lower. So yes, the fire rate is 6, which it's like okay. It's not that great of fire rate in all honesty. But the good thing about having a 6 for its fire rate and having a 7 for its range is that this weapon is definitely good for taking out enemies at medium to longer ranges. When it comes to close quarter combat, it might be a little bit of a sticky situation. I mean, this is a submachine gun we're talking about, so I'm not saying that you can't kill enemies at a close quarters situation, but this gun is definitely meant for killing enemies at medium ranges, especially, right? And let's go talk about its ammo capacity here. So its ammo, the original ammo capacity you see in the its normal magazine that you see on the weapon, or clip, whatever you want to call it, is 30 rounds. You get 30 bullets for the very first magazine. Like that's just a standard magazine that's without extended mags. I don't know what it is with extended mags. I think it might be like 45 or something. And then you have 90 reserved ammo. So yeah, you got like pretty much 3 more magazines for reserved ammo. And then of course you can add on to that if you're using like some sort of scavenger basic training. But yeah, there you go. Those are the stats for the Type 100. Let's go on here to the Waffe 28, which is a very underrated submachine gun. I'm not going to lie. I don't see a whole lot of people use the Waffe 28 in this game, but it took me a while to get used to this gun, and I've actually started to like it a lot more, and there's actually a reason why, and I'll tell you that in just a second. So anyway, the damage for the Waffe 28 is 5, which is the same damage that we see here for the Type 100. Its range is 4, which is a lot less than the range we see for the Type 100, so obviously the Waffe WF-28 is a much weaker weapon when it comes to killing enemies at longer range, so this weapon is only going to be good for close quarter combat. Don't try to kill enemies at medium to longer ranges, is just not going to work. So WAF-28, only use it in close quarter combat. And then of course the accuracy is 6, which is 1 digit less than the accuracy for the Type 100. So the Type 100 has 7 and the WAF-28 has a number 6 for its accuracy, which I find be a little bit misleading because the fire rate for the WAF-28 is 10, which of course is completely maxed out, right? They completely max out the fire rate for this gun, unless of course you put rapid fire on it, then it could even shoot faster, which by the way, you guys, don't ever, and I mean ever, use rapid fire on the WAF-28. Just don't do it. Just a terrible idea. This gun already shoots fast enough. You don't need to have rapid fire on it. And anyway, yes, the rapid fire, or excuse me, the fire rate is 10 for the WAF-28, which makes this gun shoot very fast, but it says its accuracy is 6, but in my personal opinion, it should be more like a 4, because I feel like the accuracy on the WAF-28 is very higher than a 6, so that's a little bit misleading in my personal opinion, but yeah, this gun shoots super fast compared to the Type 100, and it's just so much better at close quarter combat than the Type 100, whereas the Type 100 is a lot better at those medium to longer ranges, especially for a submachine gun, you know, like submachine guns aren't really meant to kill people at longer ranges, but with the Type 100, it is a lot better to kill people at medium ranges than it is the WAF-28. WAF-28 can totally melt people during those close quarters combats. Trust me, you guys, I have used both of these weapons many times. And of course, let's look at the ammo capacity here for the WAF-28. So the WAF-28 has a 32 round for its magazine without extended mags, keep that in mind, and then has a 96 for its reserve, which is a little bit more ammo than the Type 100 has, which is of course a good thing. I mean, it's 2 bullets extra for each magazine on the WAF-28 compared to the Type 100, and of course the WAF-28 shoots a lot faster, so it's kind of nice to have a little bit more ammo than compared to a weapon that shoots slower, right? So yeah, that's really nice. So in the end here, in my conclusion, which gun is technically better? That's really hard to say because, of course, using these weapons can be used in different situations. You know, like the Type 100, I've said this before, it's way better at killing enemies at that medium ranges, you know, where the WAF-28 is way better at killing enemies at close quarters, you know. Like, if you're playing Hardpoint, for example, Hardpoint, it is kind of a close quarters game mode, you know, because you have to hold down a certain areas of the map, and if you're using the WAF-28 in the hard points, then it's a lot better to kill enemies at closer ranges, especially since you have that fast fire rate. And then the Type 100, the reason why it's good at those medium ranges is because it shoots slower, but also it has better damage at longer distances, unlike the WAF-28. So yes, I highly recommend using the WAF-28, you guys. It's very underrated in the game. Its recoil is high. If you can control the recoil in the WAF-28, then you'll definitely be able to be very dominant with it. But remember, try not to kill enemies at like medium ranges with this gun. It's way better to kill them at close quarters, especially when you're hip firing with it. So yeah, that is actually going to be the end of this video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. It's a little bit different video. I don't really compare weapons here in Call of Duty, but I just decided to do it with this one. It just kind of sparked in my head because both these weapon models kind of look similar, and some people might get them confused, like which ones, like the statistics for certain ones. So I just wanted to clarify it up for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to leave a rating for whatever you guys feel this video deserves, and of course, comment down below which gun do you prefer. Do you guys prefer the Type 100 or the WAF-28? I'd like to hear your thoughts down below in the comments, and of course, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more Call of Duty videos later in the future, especially tomorrow. I actually have a really special video for you guys tomorrow, so stay tuned for that, and I shall catch you guys later.